Hello and welcome, I'm your host, The Hidden One, and let's get right back into another video. So, this is the second episode of my Let's Play of Call of War, and it's been about just over a week since I've last played, and quite a bit's happened. So, I've taken over Cuba, which was one of the aims that I said I would go for, and I've also taken over Western Sahara, which is like this little country here, and then I have also taken over Morocco, which was a player country. So I've done quite well, but it's getting very competitive. So here we have Germany and Yugoslavia. They've done very well. They're both active players, and so is Sweden. So Sweden and Germany are allies. They're in the same alliance. And so that's something to contend with. And I think Yugoslavia might be in their alliance as well. Let me check. Okay, then. Oh! Okay, there's been a change since I was last on. So Sweden and Yugoslavia are allies. So that makes me think, are they enemies with Germany at the minute? Let's have a look. Okay, so they're not enemies with Germany at the minute, or at least Yugoslavia isn't. Let me check. Okay, so they're not enemies at the minute, but that could potentially be a thing. Germany being surrounded, I pointed that out last time, that Germany's in a very weak position in terms of being surrounded by potentially powerful nations. But Germany's taken over a lot. They've taken over the majority of northern Italy, the main industrial area of Italy, and they've taken over. What's going on here with these borders? They've taken over literally all of Belgium except for the capital, which is arguably the most important bit. The UK owns that for some strange reason. They've taken over Denmark, majority of Poland. Oh my goodness, these borders! Oh, they are pretty horrific. Look here as well. What is going on? Oh, okay. They need to really sort their act out. Russian Empire took over that. They've been very quiet recently. I think they'll probably go inactive. You tend to see quite a few countries go inactive. Turkey's gone inactive. Egypt, Libya, Algeria. So the main threats really were Germany, and then I guess Yugoslavia and Sweden. They're players to consider. And then on the other side of the Atlantic, or the pond as we in Britain call it, it's a bit interesting. So I was allies with Northern States of America and Canada. However, I have since learned that North America and Canada are friends in real life. And Canada basically is new to the game and doesn't really care much about it. So I thought, well, I'm just going to take them out. I'd rather have the land and do something useful with it. So I just sneaked across North American land and just then attacked Canada, and no one really cared. And it was alright. Then Northern United States was like, oh, hang on, that's my mate. We don't want to do that. Yeah, I took over Washington briefly. That's why it's damaged. And yet this guy still trusts me. He thinks, oh, I'll join the coalition again. We'll get Canada back and sorted. Yeah, I have no intention of relinquishing Canada. Again, this game, I said a good strategy is betrayal, and that is sadly the case. It's not so much that I had an issue with working with these two countries. The issue was that they weren't pulling their weight as much as I was. Northern states of America have done okay, to be fair, but because I took over their capital, then a load of Spain rebelled, which made their life a bit more difficult. Yeah, so At the minute, my intention is to take over all of Canada. Northern United States won't be able to do much about it. They might moan, I might just take over them as well while I'm at it. Who knows? I'm being a bit too nice to them. I should probably just invade them. So let's look at the diplomacy and see where we are with countries. So Saudi Arabia's imposed a trade embargo on me. That's because I've become more aggressive. You see that? Oh, oh dear, we're having a bit of an issue. Okay, we're connected again. Sorry about that. That was just some poor internet stuff going on there. So yeah, I probably will take over Northern United States. I don't know why I've delayed doing it, to be honest. I should just get on with it. The only issue is I don't want to make myself too unpopular. So what happens is if you start being really aggressive, then countries will start imposing trade embargoes, and then if you continue to do this even more, then they may even declare war on you. So that's what happens. So yeah, as for my future plans, it's probably take over all of North America, betray the coalition, because I'm just so nice like that. Probably won't do much with the UK unless they attack Canada with me. I might have to fend them off. And then I was originally going to expand into Africa, but instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to fortify Africa, like this border here. So that if the AI do declare war on me, I'm prepared. And then I'll push. I'll probably have to take over Spain because that's where the majority of northern United States' troops are. And then just wait it out, I guess. I've placed a submarine here just in case Sweden, Germany, or Yugoslavia decide, you know what, we want to expand out of Europe, so I want to stop that in its tracks. I need to get more ships over there, so I'll just move this over there to the Strait of Gibraltar, and this here as well. Okay. Yeah, so that's it really for this game, but I do have another game going on at the minute, which is on a different map, so I will be showing that to you now. So, in this game mode, which is 25 player 1939 Historic World War, we're playing as one of the not so powerful countries, Spain. So in this game mode, you don't all start on an equal playing field. You play with a similarly matched army to the historic realities of the Second World War. So Germany has a huge armoured army and quite a good air force. UK has a massive overseas empire with a massive navy, that sort of thing. And then France has quite a big army as well. But as you can see, we have progressed from that point. So the UK is in collapse. Ireland and then France, which is my ally, have taken over the UK because the UK attacked France at the beginning of the game. And I decided to ally with France because I'm basically surrounded by France, whether it's by their colony of North Africa and then up to the north here. So I thought that would be a good strategy, and I played it quite safe at the beginning. I didn't really do anything and just built up my army. And the first country I was at war with was the UK, so I took over Gibraltar. Because that's vital for controlling whoever goes in and out of the Mediterranean. And then so then I took over Newfoundland, St George's. I did take over Nassau as well, but it did rebel back to Britain. And then we were allies with Argentina, but then they went inactive and basically got defeated by one of the smallest nations in Uruguay, which is quite embarrassing. So it's one of the smallest nations, which is Uruguay, I mean. So that's quite embarrassing. But they did take the Falklands, so they have achieved that at least. So yes, I've just been allies with France, and now I'm finally getting out there and doing things. So I've invaded my little neighbour Portugal, and I intend to conquer their what's left of their empire. So Mozambique, and then I think that's modern day Angola. And then my eyes are somewhat on Canada, because Canada has a very, very weak land army at the beginning of the game. And as you can see from their expansion into the United States, it's not really a very strong army moving in. It's not a solid unit pushing through. It's more they've probably taken they've taken a spread of units and then they've just sort of drawn across to try and take it. But the United States isn't an easy nation to invade, and nor is Canada, because Canada is, from a morale standpoint, it's quite difficult to invade Canada if you're not close enough to it. But I think Spain could get away with it. So something I didn't explain is morale is quite an important feature of the game. So I took over Nassau, but it rebelled. That's because the morale was really low, and that means that if you're taking over a country that's far away, it's more likely to rebel against your invasion, even if you are militarily superior. So it does take quite a lot more resources to deal with rebellions. So as for what I intend to do from here, so I just accepted Turkey as a member of the alliance between France and myself. Argentina was part of that alliance, however they have gone inactive. My intention really for the future is to expand into the New World. So I was thinking originally, I'll go and expand into these AI countries of Peru, Ecuador, Colombia, Venezuela. But I think that because I'm somewhat closer to Canada, well, actually it's not that big a difference. Either way, I am going to attack Canada. I've got quite a good launch pad here at St. John's, so I'll move my armies here to attack that. And then I'm also going to attack Ireland, and the reason why is because they've been basically the AI has taken over quite a bit of the UK, which means a lot of their troops are in the UK, so they've just made themselves extremely vulnerable to attack. And then I'll also finish off the UK along with France. So France is going to get England and Wales, and I'll be getting Northern Ireland, Ireland and Scotland. So we're going to divide up here, so I will be getting everything above Carlisle and Sunderland. So yes, that's it for now. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. It's a bit different from what I've done before. Yeah, tell me what you think. If you'd rather I return to some more Assassin's Creed videos, I do have some in the works, by the way. Do tell me, and I may reduce the number of these I do, or at least reduce the number of updates, because I will still be playing this. Yeah. I have been your host, The Hidden One. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.